My friends, welcome back to SpeakBetter Podcast. I am very happy you are here today. Today, I want to share one simple technique that can change your English practice. This technique looks very easy, but it is powerful when you use it daily. Many students think English improvement needs complex grammar or difficult rules, but real progress often comes from simple tools used with calm and consistency. Today we talk about one of the best techniques to improve your English naturally. It is called the 5WH technique, and it works with any object or image. You do not need books. You do not need perfect English. You only need curiosity. Stay with me, because later in this episode, you will see how simple this can be. This technique helps you think in English, not translate from your first language. It also helps you speak more, with less fear and more confidence. Imagine using one image and creating many simple English sentences easily. Imagine your mind feeling calm instead of empty when you want to speak. This technique gives your brain direction, not pressure or confusion. Have you ever looked at an object and not known what to say in English? Many students stop speaking because their mind feels blank in that moment. Today, I want to show you a gentle way to avoid that silence. With the 5WH technique, your mind always has a simple question ready. Those questions guide your English step by step without stress. This method is perfect for beginners and also powerful for growing learners. It works when you study alone, and it works when you practice speaking. You can use it with pictures, objects, memories, or simple daily situations. Later in this episode, I will guide you through a real example slowly. You will see how one small object can create many useful English sentences. This is not about speaking fast. It is about thinking clearly. This is not about perfect grammar. It is about real communication. Stay with me, my friends, because this technique can give you calm confidence. Your English can grow every day with simple questions and gentle focus. And today, you take the first step by listening with calm attention. Some time ago, I was watching a YouTube video about improving spoken English. The person said many students freeze because they do not know how to start. Then, they shared a simple idea called the 5WH technique. The idea was very clear and very practical from the first moment. You take one object or one image and ask simple questions about it. Not difficult questions, only very basic questions your brain understands easily. The questions are why, when, who, where, and which. The person explained that each question creates one simple English sentence. Later that day, I decided to test the idea with something near me. I took my phone and placed it on the table. I started with one question, very slowly and without pressure. Why do I use this phone every day? That question gave me one simple sentence immediately. Then I moved to another question. Without thinking about grammar rules. When do I usually use this phone during my day? Another sentence appeared. Simple and clear. I continued with the next question, following the same calm pattern. Who do I talk to using this phone? Again, my mind created a short sentence without fear. Then I asked another easy question about place. Where do I normally use this phone the most? And finally, I asked one more simple question. Which app do I open first every morning? In a few minutes, I had many sentences from one object. I did not memorize anything. I only followed the questions. The questions guided my thinking and removed the fear of silence. I understood the power of this technique in that moment. It gives your mind a clear path instead of pressure. It turns one object into many speaking opportunities. And it shows you that your English can move naturally. That is why this technique stayed with me after that day. It is simple, clear, and perfect for real English practice. This technique works because it gives your mind direction instead of pressure. Most students believe they forget English words, but that is not the real problem. The real problem is not knowing how to start speaking. When your mind has no starting point, silence feels very strong. The 5WH technique quietly solves this problem in a simple way. Each question opens a small door for one clear English sentence. You are not searching for words randomly anymore. You are simply answering one question at a time. This small change makes speaking feel calmer and more controlled. Here is something interesting that many learners do not expect. You do not need new vocabulary to use this technique. Well, you only use words you already know. That is why many students feel surprised by their own sentences. Another unexpected thing happens when you continue asking questions. Your sentences start connecting naturally, without effort. One answer leads softly to the next idea. Suddenly, you are not speaking one sentence anymore. You are speaking many connected sentences with confidence. Another small surprise appears when you practice this method often. Your brain starts creating questions automatically in English. You stop translating because the questions guide your thinking. This is how thinking in English slowly begins. There is another gentle change that many learners do not notice immediately. Your fear becomes smaller because the questions feel safe and familiar. Safe questions create safe speaking moments. Safe moments help your confidence grow naturally. The technique also helps you speak longer without feeling tired. You do not push your mind. You guide it. You move forward, step by step, question by question. Many learners think they need long sentences to sound good, but clear, simple sentences are stronger than long, confused sentences. This technique teaches clarity before complexity, and clarity is the real foundation of strong English. When you feel stuck again, one simple question can restart everything. This is why the 5WH technique is so powerful and friendly. You can use this technique anywhere, even when you think practice is impossible. Many students believe practice needs time, silence, and perfect conditions. But this method works best in small, unexpected moments. Imagine you are waiting in line, looking at something near you. Instead of scrolling, you choose one object and start asking questions. You do not speak fast. You do not rush your thoughts. You start with one simple question, and something interesting happens. Your mind feels active, not empty like before. Then you move to another question, but your confidence feels slightly stronger. You realize you are already speaking more than usual. Another small surprise appears when you change the object or image. The same questions work again. Without learning anything new, your brain likes this repetition, even if you do not notice it. You can use this technique with a photo on your phone. At first, you think one image gives only one sentence, but after a few questions, many ideas appear naturally. You may even smile because speaking feels easier than expected. You can also use this method while listening to English videos. Pause the video, look at the image, and ask one question. Then ask another and another. Suddenly, you are not only listening anymore, you are thinking and speaking in English at the same time. Another quiet change happens when you practice this daily. Your answers become faster, but you do not force speed. Speed comes naturally from clarity. This technique also helps when you feel nervous speaking with people. The questions stay in your mind like friendly guides. When fear appears, one question brings you back to focus. You stop worrying about perfect sentences. You focus on one idea, one answer, one moment. Many learners think confidence comes before speaking, but here, speaking creates confidence, and that simple change surprises many students. This is how small daily practice becomes real progress, not by force, but by gentle direction and curiosity. Your brain learns language better when it feels safe and guided. This technique creates safety because your mind knows what to do next. Instead of searching for words, you follow simple questions. That small change reduces stress more than many learners expect. When stress goes down, your brain remembers more easily. Here is something surprising about repetition and memory. Your brain loves repetition when it feels meaningful. Asking similar questions with different objects feels new, not boring. This helps memory grow stronger without feeling heavy. Another interesting thing happens when you use emotion while practicing. You feel curious, not afraid, and curiosity improves learning. Your brain pays more attention when interest is present. This is why the technique feels light, even after many minutes. There is another quiet benefit many learners do not notice at first. You start thinking in English without forcing it. The questions appear automatically when you see an object or image. This means your brain is building English habits. Habits are stronger than motivation, and they last longer. Many students believe improvement needs long study sessions, but science shows small daily practice works better. This technique fits perfectly into short moments of your day. Another gentle surprise appears with confidence. Confidence does not come from knowing more grammar rules. Confidence grows when your brain succeeds again and again. Each answered question gives your mind a small success. Many small successes quietly change how you see yourself. You stop thinking of yourself as someone bad at English. You start seeing yourself as someone who can communicate. This mental shift is powerful and often unexpected. Your English does not suddenly become perfect, but your relationship with English becomes calm and friendly. And that change allows real progress to continue naturally. You are not behind. Your brain is learning in the right way. Simple techniques often create the strongest long-term results. Today you saw that improving English does not need complex rules or long study. You learned that one simple technique can guide your speaking with calm direction. You saw how questions can unlock words you already have inside you. Nothing new was added, but something important became clear. Your English was never empty. It only needed a path forward. Small questions can create real speaking moments every single day. This is not about perfection. It is about movement and clarity. When English feels simple, confidence starts to grow naturally. Remember this feeling when you practice later today. Remember that progress comes from small, calm actions. You are doing better than you think, even on difficult days. Your English grows when you stay consistent, not when you rush. Keep using simple tools that respect your pace and your mind. This is how English becomes part of your real daily life. Thank you for spending this time learning and growing with me. If this podcast helps you, consider subscribing to SpeakBetter Podcast. Sharing this episode can help someone else feel more confident in English. You can also leave a comment about how you practice English every day. I read your messages, and they truly motivate me to continue. Come back soon, and we will keep improving English together. One simple idea at a time.